right, the so-called haters, naysayers, I don't know, all those sorts of names. Welcome to my channel once more. It's another day of 15th of November 2025 as we almost head to Christmas to celebrate as we watch everything within Nyabohanse, Poland, and everywhere else we know, including Obinas and all those, okay? We are here to do what we can do best, our reaction. And of course, if you take it negative, just quit. You can get somewhere and watch something positive. But here we are. And of course, for us to teach, you cannot teach people by appraising and appraising. Of course, if there is one thing to praise, we will praise. But if there are gaps, you will focus more on that so that people correct what they are doing. All right, so this is Prissy for you on Edutainment for Us. Welcome once more. I appreciate all of you who are following my political videos, my blogs, my premieres, and everything else I'm doing on the channel. I'm so appreciative, actually, guys. I didn't know this time would come when people would willingly come and watch what I'm doing, but God is great. Why not? So I always say when I start that, may God also bless you in your endeavors, because it is what it is. Okay, scratch my back, I scratch your back. And remember, tomorrow is Sunday, so don't forget it's our Sabbath day for Christians. I know there are those Seventh-day Adventists possibly went today, and I hope you had a nice Sabbath. And for the Muslims in the house, Friday I hope was also a fine day. The Hindus in the house, I'm not so sure about the day of worship, but I also hope everything was fine. Now, why am I recognizing all of you? I know that the friends on this channel are from different, categories of religions. So if I've forgotten, you can remind me. Do we have Memon in the house, or which other religion? All right, guys, so welcome. Have a very super evening as we go down the discussion. I welcome you to my channel, and first I'm going to focus on social aspects, okay? Now, one thing that is so disruptive about life is liquor. Liquor is a serious problem, but I think in one way or the other, when people take liquor, then we take videos of them, it becomes worse, okay? Are they even aware that we are doing what we are doing? I don't know, but it is what it is. Content creators all over the place, why not? So, of course, I've seen 3 videos, of course, which focused on liquor. And even though I'm not really discussing liquor per se, but it is what it is, so why not? Now, there is this guy who was singing a song. I don't know whether I'll find what, there's a person who commented on it, and I just want to bring to books what this guy commented. I think it was someone known as MARWA. Let me just, MARWA. Let me check on what he shared here. Where is he? Yeah, so welcome. It's an evening today. We had a blackout again with the maintenance that KPLC is continuing to offer. They are having to put off power a whole day. And of course, we can't complain so much, because let them maintain. If that will really help the concrete stuff, I believe it will really help. So we are just standing it, hoping for the best, okay? So let me just check something here.
Hej, ale ja rozmawiam po angielsku nawet. Hej, Hitler, to ja. To niemieckie słowo z nieba. Daj Boże zdrowia z nieba. Hej, ale ja rozmawiam po angielsku nawet. Hej, Hitler, to ja.
So the Polish uncle to DeeMWANGO, guys, was in the vehicle after having been picked and given lift. And all he was talking about is Hitler. I was like, if somebody would talk about Hitler, I would want really to know what they are saying. And I would want someone to to translate it so well. I don't know. I'm trying to check on this what Mr. Fruity posted. Where is this? Where is this? I don't know how to check for it for me to get everything. I must get it. I must get it. Yeah, he normally does more posts than anything, guys. And I want to actually bring this to books. The wrong translation, guys. So guys, I just had to look at this and we have to proceed from here. So MARWA, which is Mr. Fruity, said shocking, shockalized. I think he wanted to say shockatalized because that is the word we use in our YouTube code. So he said, Polish boyfriend is not translating as he should. Go listen to the first 1 minute of MWITA video. They gave a ride to an old man who seems drunk, and he says a few things. If you listen carefully, you will definitely hear him say, Hail Hitler. MWITA asks for a translation, and Piotr says he is singing a Christian song. What does Hail Hitler mean to you? Explore that as usual. I went to ChatGPT and asked, if a Polish old man today says Hail Hitler in a praising way, what would be your first impression? For me, I wouldn't even ask. I wouldn't even wait because I know who Hitler is. He was a Nazi, a very serious Nazi who brutalized, made a killing of most of the people in Germany those days, you know. So he says, if a Polish elderly man today were to say, Hail Hitler, in a praising way, my first impression would be that something is seriously off. A few possibilities would immediately come to mind. He's expressing extremist or neo-Nazi sympathies. Of course, for me, that would be the same. In modern Poland, praising Hitler is extremely taboo, socially condemned, and in many ways illegal. Poland suffered massively under Nazi occupation. Millions of Polish civilians, including Jews and non-Jews, were killed. So a Polish person praising Hitler would be shocking. Number two, he might be mentally confused and not fully aware of what he's saying. Especially if the person is very old, there could be cognitive decline, dementia, disorientation. Sometimes elderly people repeat phrases without understanding their meaning. Number three, he might be trying to provoke or shock people. There are rare cases where individuals say outrageous things to get attention or stir an emotion reaction. Number four, he might be misunderstanding the phrase unlikely but possible. Given Poland's history, most Poles know exactly what the phrase means. Extremely unusual, disturbing, and socially unacceptable in Poland. Praising Hitler is one of the strongest cultural taboos because of the country's suffering during World War II. If you want, you can tell me more about the situation. I can help interpret what might be going on. My own thoughts, that's fruity now. Is this girl safe? Piotr is not translating for her, and we are meeting hostile people, and we are too dense to sense it. Piotr, I hope you told the girl off camera what was going on. The Polish are actually known to be worse than Argentina, even when it comes to color issues. Let me stop there. Aloha, aloha. Fruity! So So guys, that was Mr. Fruity for you. Actually, Mr. Fruity drops a lot of statements that open a light even into reaction. You know, he reacts more through posts. And guys, now I get to it. Now I'm here on this video. DeeMWANGO and the Polish boyfriend have just picked this old guy, all right? As they are on their way to visit the sister-in-law, allegedly, and also find a plot to build their dream home. Okay? So this is what happened.
Hi guys.
How are you? Ja nie jestem ze Rzyma, nagrywają, ja tutaj. Ja po polsku śpiewam. Hej, ale ja rozmawiam po angielsku nawet. Hej, Hitler, to ja. To niemieckie słowo z nieba. Daj Boże zdrowia z nieba. Pan Jezus prowadzi.
Tak.
Pan Jezus prowadzi, dobre. Pan Jezus prowadzi, dobre.
What did you say?
Pan Jezus prowadzi.
Yeah, Jesus leads the way.
Pan Jezus.
Hey, DeeMWANGO, even if you are thick-headed, someone tells you he's singing Jesus what? Really? A song with Hitler cannot have the words of Jesus. At all. So this guy is a liar. Just like DeeMWANGO
Ja
herself.
miejscowy człowiek przecież. No i on miejscowy człowiek. Bo ja śpiewałem w orkiestrze dętej. W kościele tylko pięknie ktoś słyszy. Słyszy Pan Jezusek z nieba. Haj, zaśpiewam Zbyszek to ja. Haj, do nieba. Ojcze święty się zbliż do mnie z nieba. Haj, do nieba, hej. Kto mnie widzi, aniołek przy mnie jest. Pan Jezusek kocha, mamuś kocha. Daj Bożu zdrowia, a tylko z nieba. No tak,
Do sklepu?
Tak, dobre.
He's singing.
And DeeMWANGO is very happy, laughing when she doesn't exactly know. I wouldn't actually laugh to something I don't know. I would just keep quiet and think, you know. Because if the interpretation is
about
abusive,
God
you would
is so
imagine.
good. God. Yeah, it's a religious song. God, the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit.
Really?
Come to us. You know, very religious song. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh my God. It's a very religious song, right? Oh my God, I doubt. Really, I doubt. Because a religious song wouldn't have Hitler inside it. Anyway, it is what it is. So what did we see? Of course, DeeMWANGO went around. They were going to see the sister-in-law, allegedly. Then she also on the way was looking for a
So
plot.
much for always coming back to watch my videos. In case you're new here, what we have, and again you're like, maybe we could build a temporal house here in, not temporal but seasonal house here in Poland, whereby when we come to check on family, grandparents, relatives, we could be staying in. So, I've never been there. We are headed there to check it out. But I'm truly for the idea. We move to a totally different new country and we begin life from scratch. To me, it will be really like a good journey, a good adventure, a lot of risks, you know, a lot of challenges. Like you know, sometimes it's good to push life beyond your limits, to like have a challenge, like creating something from nothing. Like there's a guy we are watching right now in Italy. He went and bought a very old home and now he's renovating everything and people visit him and it's turning out to be so beautiful and we are so much inspired. So at the same time, we are thinking of what about if we go to a very warm country in Europe and start life. So all those are just thoughts. But you guys, you can advise us. What do you think? Because
Advice DeeMWANGO, what do you think? DeeMWANGO wants to buy land in Poland and settle there, have a seasonal home. I don't know, seasonal for what? Because once you're married, most times you'll stay with that man. So I don't know about Biotor, whether Biotor wants to stay in Kenya, Poland, or wherever, I don't know. So, of course, she had to post already, say that we found a perfect plot to build our dream home. But she's still asking for ideas. Are you serious, DeeMWANGO? Because before you already posted that, it means you already made your mind. And of course, from most times when people come for comments and begin telling you, don't do this, you just say, I'm laughing at that because some people, are negative energy. But to tell you the truth, I would just think, I don't know, whatever, people have different thought, and I don't know what is in their mind. They want to go to Europe in a warm place and start life from zero, from scratch. Okay, I'm just trying to look at, she's comparing herself to that Italy guy who went to some place and bought a place. Oluwadidi Edepoju, welcome, brother. Welcome, and I'm so happy to have a flower there and another emoji appreciating me, and another one, a smile. Thank you so much, I appreciate. So I don't know what Scamara is here. And I was just reading your comment and then listened to that guy again and again. And when I listened, I don't know why DeeMWANGO is really smiling later and saying that it's just a Christian song saying our Father who art in heaven and all that. And in that, I don't know, don't we have specific words in Polish to mean our Father? Because all I heard is Hail Hitler and all that. It looked to me like a praise for Hitler. I'm not so sure. That's what I thought. And I know for Hitler, he's a guy that was a narcissist, a real narcissist that really went far overboard, to believe that the only strong race in the world is Germans. And so people are put in congregation camps. A lot of people suffered, of course, for many years. When you read even the diary of Anne Frank, I've read that book. And if you read into history what happened, you wouldn't like it. But she was there laughing, ha ha ha, this is a song for Jesus Christ. Ha ha ha, this is a song to tell us our blood for Jesus. I was like, oh no. If I were you, DeeMWANGO, I would keep quiet, go research about it. And I also thought that if you go to a foreign country, you should actually have apps to translate to you some of the information, because you never know. If you only rely on someone to translate for you, they might hide from you the main information. Anyhow, now she's finally here perambulating around the forest and saying how she wants to settle in Poland or also go with her boyfriend to a new country, a warm country in Europe. I don't know how quick the European people allow foreigners to buy property there. According to her, they would rather relocate with the boyfriend to a warm place and start life from a scratch, just like the Italy guy they are watching, who has gone somewhere, bought property and renovated from zero. I'm like, hey, dreams are real, yeah? Keep dreaming, girl. I don't know how many dream homes you'll have, because you once told us you'll have another dream home in the coast of Kenya. You have another dream home in Nyabohanse. Now you want another dream home in Poland, and you are still thinking of a warm place. Make your decision for once, because will you go all over the places scattering homes that you don't even have them as investment? For me, I wouldn't waste time to just go buying property as seasonal homes. I would rather invest. This girl forgets where she came from. She's not from a very rich family, and she's only relying on YouTube. And if you are relying on something you are not so sure about how long it will be here, you have to invest real quick. So how do you go about, a home in itself? A home in itself is not a real investment, all right? When you just build a home, it's not a real investment. That is why, for me, I prefer, for example, to build real estates. And those real estates become places where maybe in my old age, I would have something to say, yeah. Jonathan Hareremana, you are the one to find a job. Don't you know offices where they hire? What is your qualification, by the way, Jonathan? I may help you to just get a job so that you are not actually coming here to drop some breadcrumbs and say, find a job. Jonathan Hererimana. All right? Yeah, because for me, it is my role to comment on this stuff, okay? It's girls, they. It girls, they. Welcome, welcome. So Jonathan Hererimana, you are the one to find a job. Because as for me, I have it right here. And you can see I'm doing it right here. So, when I see her walking around the bush and she's talking about, I don't know, relocating to a warm place in Europe, and then after that, she buys a place and starts. Canadian Prospect, you are here. Thank you so much. Welcome to the house. So my opinion actually is that actually DeeMWANGO is dreaming big, but her dreams are not real. Because actually, Nick Gur is saying, what's up? What's up? We are into analysis. Of course, you just wait and you follow the vibes as we go on and, analyzing one thing or the other from what we've seen on the streets, okay? So DeeMWANGO is saying she found a perfect plot to build her dream house. But she still comes online to ask people, drop comments. Can you comment? Can you advise me? What do you think, you guys? Is it good that we go to a warm country in in Europe and start from zero, then build our life with my boyfriend? Or should we build a seasonal house in Poland? I'm like, girl, time runs so fast. You're wasting time. Time runs so fast. You're already in your 30s and you are there thinking about this or that or that. Can you do your projects? In fact, many people are advising her, finish your house in Nyabohanse. Because it's not complete yet, Before you say a house is complete, you must have done the finishings. I've done constructions before and I understand. I understand it's not easy. Once you finish the finishing, and then you can proceed to the new project. But then, why begin a new journey when already the other journey is not over? It's my journey 25 says, like Adichu. Thank you so much. Welcome in the house. So this is Adichu. It's my journey says, please support. Okay. When I'm in a position to support, then I can. Okay. I can. And I'll be going to It's My Journey, if that is a platform, that is a YouTube, and check on you. So thank you so much for showing here, and I will really appreciate. Canadian says, ancestors are disturbing her all across the sea. I can see. Because I don't know why you would jump from one country to another to another. Of course, some people, when I look at the comments, for those who come on this platform and begin telling me keep quiet, whatever, how can I keep quiet? When I look at her comments, some people are telling her this. Someone is telling her, if you want to be part of any project that you are going to invest in Poland, kindly get yourself to understand the process of legalizing your stay in Poland as a permanent residence. This also comes as a social security number, and that means you are in the country's immigration system forever and enables you to apply for citizenship. Otherwise, even investing when you have temporary stay is a risk. Someone told her that and said, that is my 2 cents on this. Wish you best. Yeah, the person had to add that because they know DeeMWANGO will be coming up on a live stream again to bash them. After asking them, please, can you give me your advice? She will still be bashing them. Another one says, another one told her, Charles Mwangi, welcome on board. Another one told Dee, hi Dee, are you already married? I didn't hear of any wedding. Because you meant our dream home? You may think I'm creating this up. This is DeeMWANGO's channel, by the way, and this is the comments people are dropping. Otherwise, another one dropped this. D, that is Linda Cheetahman, said, D, No matter where you go, please finish what you started. Stay close to your mom for now. You are very young. Don't started anything until you finish what you're doing. Go back and finish. See if yours and family will help. Please don't do too much time. You might think you have lots, but don't make promises until your eyes are open. Allegedly, there are those who are saying that she has closed her eyes. But people like Jonathan Hererimana, they don't see that. They are also blind. Hey, my goodness. So Canadian Prospect says Poland has a set of standards for a minimum cash on assets required to gain citizenship. All right. And how long does it take for someone who is new in Poland to become a citizen? Because I'm surprised with someone like DeeMWANGO has traveled 70 countries. I would think that she would be more bright. You know, she would be intelligent than how she's acting. Anyway, they always say they're informed and they know so much. And of course, their supporters are always on their backs telling them, go ahead. But I can see a lot of them are against it. Another one is, I think, a gentleman, Henry Ngamila. Henry Ngamila came up to DeeMWANGO's platform and said, hivi binti kwenu hakuna wa kukuongoza au uwasikilizi mimi na kufuatilia sana unakuwa unasahau mapema Filipini ilikuwaje? Watu wanaangalia fursa hiyo, zinduka mtoto wa like, mbona unapenda kutumika, jenga hiyo nyumba alafu wakufukuze uchumba gani wa siku? Haina moto hata simu. Simu haina moto. Wakufukuza uchumba gani wa siku mbili mara tu ushapenda sana sasa ugonjwa huo. Niko naye lakini sasa nitaonyesha nini. Waache kunisumbua. All right, guys, her eyes are closed. Yes, I can see. She is totally blind. You know, there is a singer from Tanzania who sang a song. Nipe macho nione. Macho, he, he, he. Nipe macho nione. Sawa, sawa. And I asked myself, which eyes is she talking about? But I can now see. Sometimes our eyes physically would be seeing, but the other eye is not seeing. You know? Like, how do you start up a project? Before you finish, you have jumped to another, I don't know how desperate I can be. In a manner that I've started maybe building my house in Kenya currently. Then I now begin struggling for tickets. I pay a lot of money. I fly to another person's country. I go there. I start doing videos. I hide their face. After hiding their face for some time and telling people I want this number of subscribers before I can open, I'm desperately opening. I'm in the farm. I'm on a tractor. I'm somewhere with a dog. I'm there promising this and that. That is desperation of the highest order. And it's also blindness. I think this girl is actually confused. That is what I can say. However much she says she has money. You may have money, but when you lack that sixth sense, lacking the sixth sense is a problem also. That is the reality. How do you come all the way from Kenya, travel in a plane? I don't know, she also used a train. Then you get to Poland, you travel to the rural, and now you are there masquerading looking for a plot to build our dream house. Our dream house. Okay, maybe she's trying to be the Marwa who saved the Argentinian girl, the Rosho. I can understand, possibly. Maybe they were meant to save other people. Just like, Marwa had to save Rosho from the streets. Now she's trying to save this Poland boy from the streets also. Maybe. The other day on a live stream, she said that the clock is ticking and she realizes that time is up. So she has to settle. I was like, come on, you said you are in your 20s. When you are still 21, are you old? But of course, she knows automatically she's in 30-something. Anyway, why should I even care about age? The Poland boy is not caring about age. The other day he was spreading his chest, his thin chest, all over the place as they were kissing the adoptive, is it a girl or boy? That dog, the Mishki Mishki. So Skamaro says eyes are closed, yes, because she's set on a goal which she fears to change. It's true. I can't stick around something that is not really. I don't think, maybe for views she's still getting some views, but for how long? Because as people get tired with what you are doing with time. That's what I know. That's what I know. My goodness, sometimes when we talk about this, people don't like it, but then it is what it is. We can't lie. You know, some guy reminded her of what happened in Philippines. Of course, Philippines, she harvested at least a lot of views. But when I look at Poland, she's not harvesting a lot. Not much. Okay? So this guy in Kiswahili was trying to warn her. Wewe binti, you, lady, don't you have someone to lead you? When you look at this advice, by the way, I'm reading it from here. From her channel, someone said, hivi binti, kwenu hakuna wa kuongoza? Sister, don't you have someone to lead you from your home? Or is it that you are not listening to them? I keep following you. You have forgotten already what happened in Philippines? That somebody asked that. How comes people are looking at opportunity? Can you wake up the daughter? And someone told her, how comes you have loved so much and you are being used to build a house? Then they'll send you away. Can you think? 2 days and you have already loved so much. Which kind of disease is this? That is exactly what Heringamila told her on her channel. So I'm just going through the comments as I go by. Another one says, you seem to be easily led. You seem to be easily led. That is another person who dropped a comment. Wewe unaongozwa kirahisi, you know. You are easily told, I love you, yeah, this is our home, you know, welcome. Because of chicken, eggs, chicken, eggs. And everything becomes fine. Oats, you know, oats are there, so we are cooking in the morning, so it's like everything is fine. Okay, wello. The Wabomba family, welcome on board. Thank you so much. Another one told her, it is good to buy real estate and make future plans to be together as long as marriage. Wabomba, the person is called DeeMWANGO. That is her channel, DeeMWANGO. That is the lady with drama after drama. Anyway, I just don't know what people are feeling. But for a Kenyan to come from Kenya, a whole traveler who says Mother Africa, if you are Mother Africa, then you should be proud of Africa. But she seems not to be. That is why she really wants to run. She's even planning to settle in Europe. Anyway, it is what it is. She says Mama Africa. So will she represent Africa in Europe, represent Poland in Europe, or represent Europe in Europe? Hey, wahala. So, someone told her, you both look so happy together. These are the people who lie to her now. This one is lying to her. That good to buy real estate and make future plans to be together as long as marriage must come first. Oh, someone is telling her, before she thinks of that, let marriage come. At least she should have a certificate, then a house later and children. So the person now fooled her at least and said, you both look so happy together. I was like, how can you judge happiness? I may be smiling on camera with my husband, but when the camera is off, I'm not happy. Hey, who told you that happiness is judged by, you know, the few things people show on camera? If you remember size 8, you people, for those of you who have watched Diverse People in Kenya, have you watched, did you watch him? Size 8 and the husband? Did you also watch, by the way, Obina at the beginning with the wives? Did you also watch I want to refer to so many people that have been watching around Kenya. Pluto. Did you watch Pluto? Are you watching this lady who is married to Kambani? What is her name? Nyambare? Ambare. Do you watch her? So guys, don't make us start now. Don't. Because you cannot charge happiness and being happy together with just few clips, videos, you know, people walking with dogs, and another one is sarcastic. Do you listen to even the conversation between DeeMWANGO and that boy? If you have listened to them, you cannot say they are actually happy together. One of them is very sarcastic. Very sarcastic. Even the other day, when DeeMWANGO was actually making the boy come and cuddle her in the kitchen, do you know she actually she had to show, if you watched keenly, she told him, and then he came. So which means she's the one inducing everything. There's no love there. And if it is there, whatever it is, I even saw one person on a live stream telling her that is so plastic, and she said, yes, now yours is the real one. Skamaro is saying, I watched Akote marry someone for a month. I love Akote. Yeah, at least for her, she's real. When she walks into a marriage, she will check. Her, you know, her antennas are aware of what she's doing, the environment, and she always keeps her property off from that. In her marriage, she cannot bring, you know, investments. Collabo investments is not for her. But this one, our sister here, DeeMWANGO, and she normally bamboos, she always, you know, makes people look like they don't know what they are doing. This one, no. Another one told her, take time, my dear D. You never know. Please don't believe in that land a lot. You've gone through a lot. I saw you in Philippines and also Michelle Ponte. Please take your time. And she doesn't want to take time. Another one also said, are you considering building a house in Poland? If it is so, please slow down. Focus on the house you started in Kenya. You have lots of time, so many things to do. She wants to be like her brother. Of course, she told us the only person she follows in her life is MARWA. The only example. Oh, Canadian prospect, you didn't listen. You didn't watch what she did in Philippines. Of course, in Philippines, she was also in these funny relationships, the fake relationships. She tried so much to invest, and later on, I think this guy is the one who came to demand money from her after they had been doing collaborative videos. So the guy asked for money to be paid back, and she had to pay, and she lost a lot of money, of course. I think when we check on that, I'm not I'm not able to go dig the videos, but that's what exactly happened. So she lost through these fake relationships. Yeah. So someone said that maybe she's just teasing the audience to see what they'll say. And I think that is the thing. But if she's really serious about what she's doing, I don't know. Someone said on her channel, I agree, maybe she's just teasing. Anyway, I don't have to go through all that because I have to come back and talk about MARWA on the other hand. Yeah, so she is here telling us all this, and I'm like, okay, DeeMWANGO, be slow, go slow, go slow. Go slow.
Both of us, we don't like the winter. Like right now, you can see even how I'm dressed. It's very cold. You know, I even need to hide my hands before I freeze. So let's go check out his land. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Mishi! Mishi! The black dog is Mishka. And this is Isak, very playful. Yeah? Len, how do you love the forest? I love it, you know? I need you for life.
I need you for life. I need you for life. These are NBs. Oh, Canadian prospect, sometimes you get what you deserve. Indeed, sometimes, you know, her interest is to use people. Her interest has been to use people. And in the she gets used also, you know.
She's in Europe to find electricity. Wow.
Who's going?
For sure.
Approaching.
Oh, we are approaching.
Right.
Wow. This is nice.
Nice indeed.
We had just decided to step out and walk.
And you will see in what kind of house they live in.
Yeah? Maybe we're gonna have something like this.
Maybe they are gonna have something like this. Oh my God, I don't want to appear like I'm really laughing, but I can't help it. I can't. So look at this. This is the kind of house she wants to have here in Poland.
But then inside it's a beautiful house, you know?
Yeah?
Lacks nothing. It's a 2-room. And these houses look just like ours, see? The same. Like him.
The house is just like theirs back at home. I'm like, really? So we don't have MWITA dream anymore? No MWITA dream anymore. Guys, I don't want to talk so much about this because I just had to brush through that, but I've taken a lot of time on this. Now let's look at the mess of Lika. Of course, you've seen the first guy in the other video. Before I come back to Marwa trying to rescue Rosho's family from this kind of life, I want us to look at Brian. Brian has gone back to Lika. I'm like, did he even quit it? In David Jr.'s videos, he is now appearing to be confused. I'm like, what is this? Look at this. This is Brian. So drunk. Okay? So drunk. So David Jr. had to do a video and say, my heart is broken for Brian. We had to involve the doctor. Like they have to scare Brian with the doctor for him to stop drinking. And he's there saying, David, just forgive me. David, just forgive me. Of course he will forgive. He will forgive, definitely.
I have him.
What do you like right now? Nini yenye hauna sahi, Joy?
TV na ufa tu.
Huh?
TV na ufa ama niende kibarua. Niache basi niende kibarua.
No, you can't go. I told you Brian is not okay. He's not okay. Now he says he wants to go. He wants to say he wants to go to work. He wants to go to do physical hard work. Sasa uende kibarua wewe. Unaweza enda kibarua. Huh? I'm sorry, guys.
He doesn't know what he's speaking actually. The same Brian when he's normal, he can't speak like that.
Now he says he wants to go work, physical hard work. You can't go to work. You can't. What is he speaking about? Brian is very aggressive.
And he has brought that aggressiveness from where I don't know.
I'm told by 6 a.m. he's always outside. Addiction is real. Addiction is real. Even his eyes, guys, they're not okay. Look.
Guys, I don't know about this, but I thought David Jr. had hired a house. I thought David Jr. had hired a house for Brian after he left the hospital, and we saw them celebrating in the house saying that Brian will be away from the home, he will be away from the village, the environment that is toxic before he heals and all that. I'm surprised. I'm actually shockotalized. In the YouTube language, I'm shockotalized. So Brian is right here now drinking liquor, left, right. And of course, David Jr. has to make videos over that. He is reaping a lot of views, 12,000 views over such. So he knows that when he goes to Brian's home, he will not miss content. He will not. So he goes there, he finds Brian is so much drunk. He is speaking as if he's confused. I'm like, seriously? The Brian that was celebrating recently? I don't know. So he turns out, according to what David Jr. wants to show, or rather what David Jr. is showing us. David Jr. is showing us that Brian is confused. He is turning aggressive. Maybe the surgery is working against him. I'm like, seriously? I don't know. I hope this is not another script. I hope so. Because when I've been watching a series of his videos, not than I really want to, but sometimes you just get to want to see what is happening here. And of course, a lot of people are coming handy to tribute towards Brian. That is why the house was renovated. So let's check on what is happening. He has even to request Brian to bathe before he can leave because he will not bathe. I'm like, seriously? Are you trying to insinuate that Brian is going crazy? Or what exactly are you insinuating? Let's look at this, guys. Hey, my goodness.
The way I love my sleep, guys, it's because I sacrifice myself because I'm chasing my dreams. By 6, I'm always out. But for Brian, by 6, he just went to look for lick. By 6, he's outside.
Imagine.
Okay, sawa.
Upendi kulala.
And up to now,
Wewe upendi kulala.
nishianga.
Kwa hivyo wewe upendi kulala.
Ona, sasa fanya hivi.
I can't imagine by 6 how it's cold. He's already out.
Nitasema nini sasa? Ona. Njoo kamera ndio nakusaidia uchukue hivi.
Now the things that Brian is speaking is something else. Now he says
he doesn't recognize himself. Right
now he says I should be giving him my camera so that he can be filming my videos. Kwa hivyo unataka kamera?
Niona kumilika na melika hata mimi hivi.
Sorry guys. Uko na milika? No, Brian is not okay. In which we really sympathize with him. He needs serious medical attention. Maybe you should try the doctor, not now, later, maybe at 3 p.m. Maybe
Content is contenting. Maybe we should try the doctor. So of course the doctor will be called then. Donatos, you'll again have to do your work. He will go back to hospital. Sometimes. Left, right.
Kuna moja tu ile ya kumeza moja. Kana ingetikimu mtu na
pole, take it easy. Okay, bring we see.
Nimo ile ya kumeza moja ndo tu.
You know even this guy hasn't finished like
ni ile moja limebaki ba muri beto sina meza.
Even the tablets I'm told they're inside the house.
Hapana. Ni ile kumeza moja mbijaisha na ni mingi walinipatia ngapi zilikuwa paketi 4 kwa ndani ya ile kitu moja na ukweli nimetry mpaka nikushinesha David ati kama ngana kama mratu abona no kontora ba kontora timintu vitrigana ma again
so many Pole. It's not okay right now. Take it easy.
No, chill tulia.
You see, all these are tablets.
Let me tell you.
Take them out.
And what important is
This one is full. The day we brought him the Airbnb.
Hi, pole. Even you don't need even to talk that much. You just stay calm. But that is those are tablets.
I'm imagining this was Matiko. Would David Jr. be holding his chest, his head, his neck and saying pole? I don't just understand this. There's something here that I can't understand. Actually, guys, what are you seeing? Because what I'm seeing and what I'm reading is quite different. I don't know whether I'm overreacting, but for me, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Ruben Ngahure, also live my life, okay? Live my life. I'm a reactor, I'm working. What are you doing here? You're not working? and you understand that I will not leave them alone. Even if you type 20 times, you can try it. Be sure that I will not leave it. I have a life, of course, and you don't have to tell me anything. Hunzore, welcome, welcome. Tell Ruben to chill. Tell Ruben to chill. I not leave them. Because they are here displaying this to the public, we have to question what they are doing, okay? So Ruben, if you want, you can shut your ears, but I'll not shut my mouth, all right? Yeah. So I looked at this, I was like, what is happening? And of course, next was another video. There is a new video that came up. Skamaro, it is true. People like Ruben think that we are just here living people's life. I'm not living David's life. I'll never. I'll not live a life where I'm going to beg adults and make them, stop liquor if they don't want, So for him, he thinks that we don't have a life. I don't know, like for him, what exact life does he have here? Anyway, it is what it is. We are working. Ruben, we are working. You can continue dropping comments. At least if you drop 10, that will be moolah for me. Hey, it will be work for me. So Ruben Ngahura, if you want me to focus on your life, you can also post. I'll be coming for you. Be sure of that. So today, he again posted another video 7 hours ago saying that Brian is missing. I'm like, missing? Where is he missing to? So they went looking for him. Then later on, he has dropped another video 1 hour ago saying, my heart is broken and heavy. Was this a setup? I'm like, which setup? Because Brian is an adult, for heaven's sake. So which setup is he going through? So in this video, beyond words, okay, Brian went missing.
To board any motorbike to come here. And then I'll pay. Will he agree? Or just go fetch him? Just go fetch him. So the brother who is Jonte, he's going to where we are always boarding some buses or motorbikes to fetch Brian from there. Because he just said he's just with him. But I'm 100% when he arrives here, he wants to be sober. Yeah. Ayuko sawa? Sinyukweli? It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, so they found him again.
No, tell me the truth.
I was at Nyabohanse.
Doing what at 6?
Kwani John umenipata wapi huko muri kwetu?
Sio 6 tulikuwa na za 6.
Saa 6 sisi hata nimekuja kuchukua simu yangu.
By at that time, where did you go?
I went to the market there.
Why did yesterday?
Nobody's going to be there by the way.
Yeah, the 6 they are always closed.
No.
The shops are always closed.
Actually, I was at Nyabohanse. Let me speak the truth to Hashem the devil.
To Hashem?
The devil is who is the devil?
I was at Nyabohanse market. Hata sikuenda hata stage mbili, nimekatu hiyo stage moja hapo hivi nikiangalia vile vitu zina.
Kuangalia nini?
John ni hunyori kwani
I just found him coming from the other side,
where that just a young man, very like when you see him, even you will wonder, is he a surgeon? But I truly believe those people are made it big time. That's how they always carry themselves.
He's around here. He doesn't prefer any, so let him ask the friends.
All right. The rehab that the doctor will prefer, that's what will send Brian. Yeah, we are waiting for the doctor to give us the results. Yeah, because
Marwa, if you look at the interaction, there is something questionable actually, and people have talked about it earlier. And again, Brian has been bringing a lot of moolah towards David Jr. Actually, from the time of, the chicken, the goats, and up to now, I really believe that there are a lot of sponsors who have come handy for Brian. You remember the time he used to really follow Murimi and Matiko so much? When he does that, it's because he's hunting moolah, those people who are contributing toward them would want to always see this guy in the limelight in, David Jr.'s videos. So he wants to actually make sure that he is always there so that he can continue doing his content. And away from that, people have really had a questioning, have put a lot of question marks in what relationship exists between Brian and David Jr. Of course, you remember even the time Brian was staying with Murimi, and therefore he had to push him away from Murimi so that he goes back home and all that. There is a lot of questions around that. Maybe with time we are going to get it, but I remember Masubo did a video on it, but I don't want to really bank on what he did. But there's a lot of questions surrounding that. So he's really questioning Brian a lot and following because he knows. He knows this is a cow cash guy. It is a cow cash. He will not let him go. So he's now coming up with the fact of rehab. And then I just saw another video. Where he said, I don't know, multi-million, whatever, dropped like 3 hours ago, something. 5 hours ago. Multi-million surprise for Brian. It is here. Will he transform after this? Let's see this.
So smart. But at this thing, honestly, I will build it. And for those who oppose my development, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Guys, I hate it when I bring development around here at home. Others think like I'm trying to fight them in political fields. I'm not there. I'm so contented in what I'm doing. You know?
Those haters.
100% will have a job here, Brian. Because this facility, after it's completed, it needs even management.
Yes.
And you'll be one of my top managers in this home.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, but when you are transformed,
Yes, I'm good.
because I don't want to put my business in stake. You know, I don't want to risk my business.
It's
Not your friend.
but
I called him. I asked him, why were you laughing? Guru
sikwenda kwangu.
And just know Guru is not your friend. Even the name already, like you can tell from his name, Guru. You know Guru what means? That is jiggery.
Nguru kwanza ni adi kutoka kitambo jamii.
Nguru.
Sema hii ba mandazi half cake.
Guru.
Now, tell me the difference between the brand that was actually talking about he's confused and the brand that is now talking here. Are they the same people? Tell me. That is why we get to analyze this and say there is a script here. There is a script because how can the same brand was confused and talking about I want this and that and that, and they are really telling him to go and sleep. He has not taken medicine. He is aggressive. He is now here very docile. And actually now being promised a job in the multi-million, project that Brian is building at Nyabohanse. And now he's there saying, thank you so much, thank you. And then he's told, if you only transform. Hey, wahala, Biko, that is too much. Just too much. Now, an hour ago, again, the same David Jr. dropped another video saying, my heart is broken and heavy. This is a setup. I'm like, which setup? And I just focus on those particular points related to what I'm discussing. Not everything.
You are speaking as if you are not in such a state. Take it easy, Vapor. You too, you are sick. You know that. Take it easy, Vapor. I know maybe you are sad, but imagine the state that you are seeing grandma. That's how you always be. So take it easy, calm down. Yeah, I know you are an addict as well. Yeah, he must apia yana kunywa pombe. Namwambia, take it easy. I'm just keeping it real, Vapor. Take it easy. Take it easy. My heart is so heavy for quiet grandma. She's a widow. She doesn't have anyone, and now she's more into drugs. Mama Linda, huyu mama tafadhali.
Mulinda Daudi. Jua tayari alikuja kanitafanyaje huyu kwa ache kunywa hii pombe.
Tafadhali mulinde. Huyu mama hana mtu yoyote hapa.
Huyu bila alikuwa anakaa peke yake ikabidi nimfanye kutoka.
Tafadhali.
Kuja wanampikia.
Huyu ni wenu?
Ni wa aunti yangu kutoka Uganda.
Tafadhali. Kama mama hana chakula uniambie. Hii shida yake hii akiendelea hivyo afya yake itaenda chini.
So you see, I told you, when you look at my video, it's focusing on the mess of Brian, MWITA, and of course there are this other, the old man in Poland. Now here we have the quiet grandma taking liquor. And they say when they take liquor, they don't abuse anybody, so there's no problem. And Brian, the same Brian who is taking liquor, is now talking about, you see, they always say, the monkey doesn't see the behinds, they are behinds. So the monkey only sees the behinds of another monkey. I don't know whether it applies to me, but for now it applies to Brian and the quiet grandma. So the monkey Brian is actually able to see the behinds of the drunk grandma. But he is not able to see his situation, guys. He is now condoning the dancing, the silent, the quiet grandma, who is taking liquor again. So, of course, this is the drama of Nyabohanse. And now, we get to MWITA. I want you to see MWITA's story here. A little bit. Drunk as we can see the mama pushing him left and right. But I think there was a message that this lady was trying to, MWITA wanted to share. But Brian, David Jr. was not listening. Maybe he will listen after reading the comments. Let's see.
Okay, I'm coming there. Achana naye, acha ende akapumzike. Haya. Wewe ingia ulale. Mbele ya Mungu. Wewe ni mlevi, ingia ulale upumzike.
Mbele ya Mungu. Anibu uchi.
Oya, ingia ulale.
Ingia sababu nini?
Ingia ulale.
Uya hapa kwa Mungu. Anibu uchi.
Ingia ulale. Umechoka. Ingia.
Kwa sababu labda niona mimi.
Anatukana kila siku. Nani pombe hii mbaya hivi?
Nakwambia, muulize Mungu. Kwani alipo uchi? Muulize huyu mama, kwani alipo uchi? Sivyo swali. Kwani alipo uchi?
Kama utakuja unategemea station kama ukikuta.
Muulize basi kama hataki niondoke.
Nyamaza. Keep quiet.
Muulize basi.
Shut up. Wewe fanya hivi, enda upumzike. Na nani anampea hii pombe mbaya? Nani alimpea hii pombe chafu hii? Nani amekupa hii pombe mbaya hii?
Kwani muongea ni Dave?
Nani amekupa pombe hii chafu hii? Ndio nakuuliza, nani amekupa hii pombe chafu? This liquor is getting out of hand, guys. You know? No, go relax. Enda ulale upumzike. Hiyo pombe.
Now guys, that is MWITA for you. Now when MWITA actually drank, he was able to share some information about what he experiences in that house. And we saw that the dancing grandma is also revealing what she does. She began to say she will beat him to death, or she will beat him until he's lost, or she will beat him until people will come for him. And the son was also saying the same. And now MWITA was trying to say that he is abused by this lady the entire night. He is abused. Of course, people have been asking, is MWITA really happy in this home? And David Jr. has been trying to say, yeah, they'll have to stay together. That house is theirs. I'm like, you people, you forget. This man, this is not his home. He just came to... All right, this network issue. Anyway, so MWITA is literally even sleeping while standing. So he's messed up.
Chuki. Kirudi sawa utajielewa venye umefanya.
Bwana chaongea. Ukiongea.
Enda ulale.
sio kabisa.
Mwita kuja urudishe huyo enda.
Sasa ngoja nikwambie ingine sawa bro. Sasa tumeshakuwa na watoto wakubwa au sio vijana.
Fanya aje?
Ngoja nikwambie msio kwamba ile kwamba sio
Unataka unipigie?
Sio kwamba ajui. Acha kufanya
baba. Enda ulale, enda ulale.
Kuvifanya yani kabisa.
Ndio chipo ndio.
Ayo umelewa, enda ulale. He's under influence of the go sleep. Go sleep.
Ila nipiga.
Go sleep. Wewe usaini mlevi, enda ukapumzike, utarudi sawa. Enda.
Ndio niweke hivi.
Lakini ni uchungu sana umerudi kwa pombe.
Hebu nitukana ujui.
Ni uchungu sana umerudi kwa pombe Mwita.
Wewe ukiongea nini?
Hata mtu unabadilishwa ukaa hivi ni kama vile yani kama chukua maji kwenye ziwa.
Wewe kwenda. Wewe usipige chupa. Nipige uniue.
Mimi watu kaniletea ubaki ni mimi unanijua.
Piga chupa, alikosa chupa. Nataka kuniua.
Enda
unataka nini?
Enda upumzike.
Unataka nini? Mimi sio usalama hapa. Kwani mama yako nimekulea mimi?
Pole pole.
Nimekulea mimi.
Pole pole.
Nipiga chupa ikati kuniua.
Pole pole. Relax.
Kutaka unipiga nikakufa.
Mwita sungie ndani.
Kwani kwa sasa nipige
ingia ndani.
Nipige.
Unaambiwa nini? Mama, ndio kwambia.
Ninaomba Mungu wangu.
Ingia ndani.
Nisaidie.
Super drunk. Go.
So drunk.
Yeah, you are so drunk. Is this the real Mwita that we know?
Piga. Unajengea sehemu nyingine. Acha hapa. Na shida. Na shida Mungu. Sasa anaika baby. Lakini usiku natukana kama mbwa. Na nimesaidia
sana. Ingia hapo ulale.
Naongea David kwa Mungu. Unisikie. Unanipiga chupa.
So you see, Mwita was actually revealing some things, and I don't know. Of course, you know, David Jr. was not listening. He's not married, you know. David Jr. is not married, and he's not listening to this kind of messages or whatever Mwita is trying to say. You know, there are some people who don't have confidence to say what they are going through until they are drunk. That's the reality. So Mwita was actually trying to communicate a message of what he goes through, but no one was listening. And you can see actually if Grandma was able to push Mwita in the presence of a camera, what about behind the camera? And the son was also saying, you know me very well, I'll beat you up, seriously. So which means possibly what he's going through this house is hell. And that is why he was saying, I would wish my house is constructed elsewhere. Anyway, it's their life. But finally, Mwita went and lied on the ground somewhere. Let me just see. There is a part where Mwita had to go outside and lie down.
That maybe even the blessings can be closed. I don't know, guys. Because Mwita, he had I'm sorry.
Nakwambia ugoro wa Mungu.
Hapo kujifikiria unamtia kwenye pombe.
Alikuwa hata anafanya mambo yake ameondoka anafanya kazi ameondoka.
I think someone really trapped him.
Kama kwa alifanya karara kurudi ameenda kunywa.
Nani alichanganya huyu?
David. Si huyu hata siku moja.
I think someone trapped this guy.
Nayo kwa mbele kweli. Anima uchi.
Now it is. Oh my God.
Wakati uko vizuri. Anima kwani ni maisha.
I feel high chances someone really trapped him.
Bali kwa sehemu nyingine. Uliko maisha kama.
Sorry Mwita.
Naongea ukweli, naongea ulimwenguni.
High chances someone trapped him with the liquor. Maybe even the blessings can be closed in this home. Grandma, she's not okay at all.
The other side, even any can work. We can even start from here with the cow. Wow. Anyone.
But what do you think about that?
Someone set him up.
Yeah.
Someone set him up.
Yeah. High chances.
Is not doing like that.
He's always a good guy. It's evident on my videos. You know?
Sasa unatakaje?
Piga. Ndio pige. Piga uwe. Piga ni uwe.
Enda ulale. Umechoka, enda ulale.
Na pigo kiasi anatukana kila siku. Nifanyeje?
Wewe enda ulale, enda upumzike.
Joeli mlevi sasa hivi wewe.
Mlevi.
Wewe sio wewe.
So you see, as far as they were calling this guy a drunkard, the message he was driving home, I don't think it's a creation. And people are saying there, I see some comments. Lynn Linjuli was always open. She said, I'm so happy MWITA is opening up. He just needed something to trigger him up. You all never know why he asked for his ID to be processed. Grandma and son are cooking up something. Everything will come out when the house is complete. Eyes on the screen. We will be watching. We will be watching. Grace yet says, MWITA has been through a lot. It hurts to see people laughing. He will be beaten when you guys are gone. You can tell by his reaction. Sarai said, Grandma drove MWITA to drink ish. Sylvia said, Devi, you should not stand by and watch Grandma beat Winter. That is not nice at all. You should advise Grandma what she is doing is wrong. Another said, very wrong to laugh. The man is suffering a lot. Please, guys, rescue him. Another one said, when a quiet person opens up or speaks, be attentive. MWITA is going through a lot. Dancing Grandma treats him like his son. I am so mad. Another one says, Devi, put a stop to this. Tell Grandma to stop mistreating MWITA. Unfortunately, Miriam and the rest of you, you cannot tell a woman who is in her home and has decided to have mistreat a man who came in as a stranger. You cannot tell that woman to stop. So the only thing that can happen if you want to help MWITA is to create his own space. If you people have money as donatos, you can buy him a piece of plot and build him even a simple house. He will be grateful. Another one said, for MWITA, I really feel him. And without alcohol, you all know he is always silent. Thank God he is drunk to speak out. It's sad. It's sad. People have been talking, saying this man goes through a lot silently. Another one said, MWITA is speaking the truth. Grandma will throw MWITA out after the house is complete. Another one says, Devi, please ask Granny not to beat MWITA. It is wrong. Another one said, even if he's drunk, he's telling the truth on what goes about when people are not around. Another one said, no, what dancing Grandma is doing to MWITA is wrong. Don't laugh. MWITA is going through a lot emotionally. And that is the reason he's so quiet. MWITA is not a child. I think MWITA is trying to open up what is going on and what he's going through. Drinking alcohol allowed him to open up. It is first I hear MWITA open up that way. Devi, tell dancing Grandma hitting MWITA is a no. No, don't laugh. They can argue, but no hitting. The other next person says, Devi, behave, please. A man opening up to you and laughing at him. It is all written on the wall. MWITA has never been okay. The next person says, the fight is out of pure frustration. He can't take it anymore. And all people who talked on that channel actually had to tell Devi that. And actually, to tell you the truth, there are a lot of men out there who are frustrated. A lot of men. But because of the nature of the society in Africa or Kenya, men actually tend to keep quiet a lot of things. We have known men who have been beaten up. We have known men who have been even poisoned by their wives. We have known men who have been frustrated. Maybe women were playing on them. And they just stand it because they cannot open up even to their families or anyone. So when you see actually what is happening, I don't know. Is David Jr. failing to understand because he's not married, or he doesn't have such a mother? His mother is that way submissive? Or what is happening here? Because I would expect David Jr. would be the first to understand what MWITA is going through. But unfortunately, MWITA is trying to open up that he's beaten up when people are gone. He is abused by grandma and the son. And of course, you saw openly, if the dancing grandma was pushing him like that in the presence of people, if the son was also telling him, you know me, how did MWITA know him? And this is a boy who has been taken care of by MWITA, because if MWITA has been here for 20 years, that means a lot. But it's unfortunate David Jr. is not listening. I don't blame him. Maybe he has not understood this mathematics because he's not married, or he stays in a home where women are always submissive. But the reality is that dancing grandma is not submissive. And she is a kind of person who can sit on your mouth and urinate even in your mouth if people don't talk about it or caution. And even cautioning is not enough. You know, for an adult, you cannot go tell the adult, stop beating the husband. They will not stop. And now that she's empowered, she has a better house. Anything is possible. So, of course, that aspect of even the MWITA having opened up to Devi and wanted to go to abroad was because he doesn't like staying in this place. He doesn't like, and he doesn't want to. But I hope he will be listened to. Maybe when David Jr. reads the comments, because all the comments are just favoring MWITA. All the comments. Actually, there are so many comments, and all of them are actually showing that MWITA is going through a lot. And the reality is that if you ask men in Kenya or even in Africa, some of them, I don't say all of them, who are going through domestic violence, most of them don't share. And maybe they can only share when they are drunk, like this one. The other day, actually, I shared a story of a woman just within my neighborhood. She actually she cut the husband with a knife almost 7 times and left the husband in a stream of blood, almost to death, and she ran away. She ran away from Kenya to Uganda. The lady allegedly, I don't know what happened. She was asked some things by the husband, and she decided to, I think she wanted to kill the man. And she even went to the sister and woke her up and told her, come out. I have dealt with your brother. But the sister refused to wake up because she was scared. So you can imagine if she came out, what could have happened. You know, this lady just bought a brand new knife. She sharpened it and she decided to land on the husband and really dealt with the husband seriously to a level whereby the husband would have perished. She wanted to unalive the husband. And they had just been married for 3 months. 3 months. You can imagine. And I'm talking about this lady is a Nandi. The husband is a Sabot. You get it? So these are not laughing matters. And when you talk about them, people are like, keep quiet, find a job. This is a job I'm doing, guys. And I'm not going to quit it. Because I'm here to correct. I'm always going to talk about this and that, okay? I'm going to talk about it. Yeah? So now let's get to Marwa, our brother, after we've talked about MWITA. And I hope MWITA will be assisted. I don't know what will happen. Because the next video I saw, David Jr. actually did another video to say after the fight erupted, meet MWITA and grandma. For him, it's just content, but there are serious things here.
What's up? What's on video? What's on the ground? Because I tell you guys, my videos, they are very raw, unedited, and cut. I never and that's how people really love my videos, What's in the ground, that's what you see. No AI, no filters. Like MWITA, he really regrets what he did, He's saying he will never go back to liquor again.
Are you serious?
Because MWITA yesterday was super wild. Very, 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 very. If you haven't watched my videos, you're missing big time. It has more than even 1,000 comments, because people are so concerned about MWITA. MWITA is a kind of person for sure. But when liquor comes in, is something else. But MWITA, me, I have no bad blood with you. Actually, you are the age of my dad, for sure. And I wish you all the very best. MWITA, I'll keep supporting you guys. I know human is to error, you know. So we are human beings. Personally, I'm not perfect. I mess up big time. At times, you know, people even are not happy with my behavior, but that's me, guys, you know. But I'm always trying to improve myself day by day. I know yesterday people are not happy how I created the video because maisha yake yalikuwa magumu. MWITA nimemwokoa muda wote, nimevumilia kukaa na yeye. So grandma said maisha wako hawayajui, hapa ndo anajulikana hapa. Alafu MWITA nikamwambia MWITA mambo wote, hata mimi nilikuwa nakunywa. Lakini sitaki hata mtu wa glasi kuniambia pombe hii hapa. Ningekuwa ni mtu wa pombe singekuwa nimefungwa kama hivi. Acha niwaambie wa Kiingereza. So guys, grandma, she's opening up at the side of her story. She said they have been struggling with MWITA even when no one knew MWITA, you know. Grandma says she used to take liquor. She used to be a drunkard, but she decided it's a no for him, for her to take liquor right now. Lakini siwa hiyo gongo, ilikuwa ni beer. Beer. She used to take beer. But right now, she doesn't want anything to deal with the liquor. So when she saw MWITA yesterday coming home drunk, she decided to discipline him. You know, it's evident on my video. Yeah, she said no to liquor. And she had said it on my previous... I want to show them. It's just pouring water here, nothing else.
Okay, so she decided to discipline him, and you're just brushing aside like that, and that's all. Anyway, we hope for the best. We hope that nothing bad will happen here. Now let's get to our brother Marwa.
The waterfall is like 1 hour away from here. So that's where we are going. We have Matata there. Matata saying hello. Hello guys. Yes, and we have Keboga. Yeah, hello. So, enter Keboga. So here, village roads, Matata has to be taught to see how they are and everything. So we are going. Let's go and see what we will see and enjoy. I hope Mr. Louis.
Okay, so the family in a tourism mode. Tourism. So, of course, this is a way to prepare tourists, international tourists, local tourists at MARWA safaris, right? All right, we are watching. So they went for the waterfall. Let's see.
I want to take you up here to see what is going on. Here is more tricky to climb. You know? On this other side is like a road. There's boys going here. I just don't know. 1,000 of you to subscribe. 5 people. Just 5,000 of you subscribe. 5 people. That could be your friends, family, and hey, that guy is a crazy guy. His mind is a little churu churu. I promised to buy him a mattress. Probably we'll talk about it. Hey, booyah. Temporal holding area or temporal stable. This area here for onyx. I just want to show him. I don't have
Maybe I'll just talk about it so that I don't have to show everything. So Marwa, of course, came up in one of the videos. You know, when Gitzriba was asking how Argentina is, Luis and the family testified that in Argentina, there are a lot of problems. Political, economic, social, and all that. Even though with the US supporting some shops there, Morosho was trying to say that things are a bit cheap there. But then life is not easy like Africa. That's what they testified. So in this video, why I'm leaving Mr. Louis and family behind, Marwa actually testified that he may be willing to buy land for Mr. Louis and settle them in Africa. I was like, wow. Maybe he has realized that Rosho is so happy around the family. And he wants the happy wife, not the sad, mournful, and solemn, wife. So maybe that's why he's making that decision of thinking of buying land. Of course, it will be in his name. Automatically, it will be his name. But then, possibly he's doing that because he's seeing these are old people. They have nothing to lose. Of course, Ramona will decide whether to settle with Mayugno, Gitriba, or any other YouTuber. So many of them are around. Whoever will win her heart, just as Marwa said. But now, when it comes to the old people, the two old people, they have nothing to lose or gain. Maybe the son's back in Argentina and all that. If he just wants a place for the old people to settle, I don't think there's a problem. That's my ideology though. Because I've ever seen in Kenya, like when you go to Mombasa, there is Jumba la Wazee around, around this place. What is the name? Oh my God, I'm just forgetting it. Around the Polytechnic, the place that used to be a Polytechnic, Hamisi areas. So maybe he is thinking of building an old people's home. I don't know. And so he shared in his video. I don't have the particular minute, but I see there's a part he said something like that. I don't know whether it's after the falls or where.
I told him, you cannot scare me in my home, in my own home.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably he saw Wazungu. This is white people. I'm urinating, guys. Here in Africa, you can urinate like this, connect with nature. So, after saying that, I think he chickened out. But I was actually serious. Like, sometimes it's very bad when people want to take advantage of you. I'm seeing guys walking on the Land Cruiser here. They're taking pictures. They don't know even if it's mine. They're taking pictures. There's a guy. Let me take you around. Sometimes it's good just to, nowadays there is phones. Probably I'll offer to take them pictures. Afsan. This is sometimes all you have to do is just be nice. Like those guys, all they want.
That is the difference between Marwa and David Jr. David Jr. will send you out like trash. Go away, get out of here. He will delete your videos. But Marwa saw these guys taking pictures and he simply told them, okay, you can take this. He took them pictures. But David Jr. will be like, get out of here. You are haters just because people are taking pictures of what he's doing. These people have some differences and I always look at that, guys. And so Marwa tries to be nice when it comes to shout outs. By the way, he's very generous on that. We have to give credit where it is. So as they were going about, I think they were coming back from the waterfalls. And that is exactly when he stopped to connect with what am I saying? To connect with nature. This happened.
Wanted was a picture next to a Land Cruiser. I didn't say, hey, this is my car.
Yeah,
hey, what are you doing? No, I just played chill and everything went on right, But instead, some people would want to harshly push people away. But sometimes, when people come with pressure, you stop them with pressure. You tell them, no, you can't do me anything, So sometimes it's like that. And sometimes also it's good to stand your ground when you feel you're being pushed here and there. And that is what happens.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you.
Okay. Okay, so he was taking us somewhere, I don't know where.
I just did a 360. And I want to take you around here. We see what my in-laws are doing. Mura. That is sweet. But we are working on bringing.
There was something here.
Yes. That means he can do serious damage. I'm about to leave the village because I have to go and receive the horses very soon. So if you don't see my video 1 or 2 days, just know I'm working on something. I am Stiana. What's your name? Agi. Agi. Yes. Okay.
Okay, that was it. So, of course, that is the day when he was buying this sugar cane, when he was promising that he's going to leave the village to go receive the horses. So I believe in 2 days we'll be seeing the horses. And he was promising actually to buy land that will have to accommodate Mr. Louis possibly, which doesn't seem too bad. Of course, it will be his land. We know that he's the only person with documents to own land here. Okay.
Coche. Porque mañana yo viajo, mañana esta noche. Rico. Mr. Louis, enjoy the sugar. Como we are back, guys. I want to thank you so much. But
all right, no much. I think I didn't find that specific minute where he was talking about the Louis and the land, but I think some people will be sharing with me the specific minute, those who actually got that particular point. And I was like, it's okay. Maybe that will make Rocho settle, because she always thinks about Argentina. But of course, we have realized Argentina is not the best. It has its problems. Even though he started a project there, she has not focused on finishing. However, if she wants to really own property, of course, the right way would be marriage conduct. Then she gets citizenship. Then after that, maybe she can own property and continue to grow. It is what it is. So thank you guys for watching us and following up the video up to the end. I appreciate all of you. May God bless you as we meet again tomorrow in another video. Though I'm going to do another live stream, a political one, but maybe on Life Saga TV, because I have to balance all the channels. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Have a good night. For those whose time is daytime, have a nice day.